And hello there, again, defensive folks. This is Mixerwars, and welcome to one episode of Mixerwars Unboxings. And right now, what we have here is a PBandai exclusive. It's a twin kit. So we have here the Zaku F type of Chubs and Kale from the Netflix series Gundam Requiem For Vengeance. And of course, there is also a custom part set for the Solari custom. So as you can see in the box art here right now, we have Chubs and Kale's Zaku 2 F-types here. One being like a sniper guy, one being a mid-range guy here. So that's what you can see in the box art. Off to the side, so yeah, we have here oops, sorry about that because the back is too big. So we have here Zaku, two type Chubs. We have Kale here, and of course the unidentified Solari type. If you're going to use the custom parts, and of course on the other side, yeah, some information about Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. So yeah, so it's a twin kit, and there's some extra parts for Solari. So let's see what's inside the box. So it's a big one, so you have to adjust my camera slightly, so apologies for that. Alright, so first off, we have one bag with, again, this is very common for the Requiem for Vengeance, from Solari, the Gundam EX. We have one dry transfer stickers to, transfer or to add more detail to the kits, and brown screw, and then some black parts. So some parts I think is will be very familiar since I think it's being used from Solari, I guess. Another bag here. We do have something special here, like a mesh type. So I think that's for the Solari one. I'm not sure. In one bag with just these two screws, it's special, I guess. Another bag with all green and all red. So yeah, being that there are from the Red Wolves, so there will be some red in part of their armor. Some common parts again, I guess. And yeah, so some black parts and dark green parts here, and more green parts and black parts. Now, something that is interesting to me is, wait a minute, uh, is the instruction manual. As you can see here, the instruction manual is actually colored as something new from PBandai. Oh, not actually new because some other PBandai kits they do this, but it's not a single, single line type. It's more of a booklet type. So we're in. They are going to tell you which one is for Chubs, which one is for Kale, and of course some parts will be shown for the Solari custom. So yeah, so when building it, as you can see, there are two. There you go. Sorry about that. So you see, there are always two parts here. One for Chubs and one is for Kale. This will be differentiated by the color. So I think Chubs will be just a green and Kale will be the light green here. Yes. Yep. Yeah, as you can see there. See? Green and light green. So yeah, it's like building two Zakus but with different colors. Now coming to the custom part for Solari, as you can see here, there we go. You really do need to buy a Solari kit, but most of the parts here, something that's intrigued me is, as you can see here, it says to apply glue. Yeah. So if you're going to build the custom Solari, you might want to buy another one and apply some glue there. And yeah, so the mesh earlier is for Solari. Yeah, there you go. And it also tells you here how to do it. So neat. So let's take a look individually at each of the screws. Okay, so first off, we have is the A1 screw here, which I think is for both shoulder armors for Shods and Kale. Uh, pretty much familiar since Solari also has one. So that's the A1 sprue. We also have an A2 sprue here. So it's light green, probably for kale, and an A4. So no A3, but we do have an A4, darker green. So I think chubs. So then we have two sets of B1s, and like what I shown you in the instruction, right? Due to the color variance, one will be for chubs, one is for kale. So kale, chubs. So yeah, there will be multiple duplicate screws for this kit here. Again, so same for the B2 here. Yeah, one is green, one is light green. So yeah, chubs and kale again. Then of course the inner parts or the other parts will be duplicate as well, as we have two C1s here, which is all black. Of course, since this is a twin kit, let's expect multiple duplicate screws. Same for the C2 here. One is darker, one is lighter. Chad and Kale again. Yep. Same with the D1. We do have two sets of D1 screw. And we have also a two sets of D2 screw here for the Chubs and Kale. Right, so after which we have some E screws, starting with the E3. Yep. I'm not sure which one is that. I think this is for Solari. I don't know. I think it's for Chubs and Kale here. We also have an E4. We're in. Yeah, E3 is this one, and E4 has just an added sniper rifle here. We also have an F2. So this I think will be for the Solari one. Wherein, yeah, I see multiple things of this here in the an unidentified kit of Solari and Sean. And I think F3 here is for the extended Solari kit here. Yeah, wherein this parts, yeah, this one and this parts here will be glued actually, and the other, you have to build and replace with some parts. We also have a mesh here. Yeah, oh, there it is. Yep, that mesh there we're in, as I have shown earlier, will be for the Solari unidentified custom kit. And of course, lastly, we have here the dry transfer stickers, just the same as the Gundam EX and as well as the Solari Type 2 Zaku. We have the same sort of stickers wherein you can add it to the kit to make it more pop out. Yep. And there you have it, Gundam fans and folks. That was what's inside the box of the PBandai Zaku F-Type Chubs and Kale plus Zaku 2 unidentified type for the Solari custom parts from the Netflix series Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. So yeah, I'm really glad that they built or they made kits for the other members of the Red Wolves, which are again the protagonists, or rather because it's shown in their point of view. And this is Mixerwars saying, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, leaving a like, viewing the video, sharing the videos, hitting the subscribe button, commenting, sharing, and until next time, see you and thank you.